The Devil is a Part-Timer Season 2. Episode 1. The story starts with our MC, Mayusadao, sitting in front of the fan because of the extreme heat. He's telling Ashiya to keep it down, but Ashiya continues with his tantrum and calls out Urashihara on his unnecessary purchases. Urashihara tries to defend himself, but Ashiya doesn't buy it. While they're at it, the MC leaves for work but finds Emilia in front of him as he opens the door. They start arguing about their different living standards, and suddenly, the MC feels someone's presence inside his apartment. He brushes it off and leaves. He comes across Chiyo, who asks him about his new bike. It is revealed that Belle was the one who got him his new bike. As he's working, he keeps thinking about his strange feeling back in his apartment. At home, Ashiya explains the workings of a washing machine to Urashihara. He also teaches him how to fold clothes. However, Urashihara gets distracted and feels a strange presence inside the apartment. As the MC and Chiyo are about to leave, it starts raining. Chiyo offers the MC to share her umbrella with her. Meanwhile, Urashihara has an encounter with a cockroach. The MC and Chiyo get home just then. Belle is the one who is able to squish the cockroach. Belle lights the welcoming fire for the Bone Festival with the sticks that Chiyo brought. Suddenly, a gate opens and drops a package. A toddler emerges out of the package. Her name is Alas Ramus, and she declares the MC and Emilia as her parents. Episode 2. As the MC and Emilia get weirded out by her claim, she starts crying. They have no choice but to act like her parents. The group then starts talking about who actually sent Alas Ramus to Earth. Belle decides to take her in as all the others cannot take care of her. The next day, Chai-Ho shows up with diapers and wet wipes for Alas Ramus. Alas Ramus wakes up from her sleep and starts crying. Chai-Ho changes Alas Ramus's diaper and she calms down. Chai-Ho then brings Alas Ramus to the MC's workplace. His manager hears Alas Ramus calling the MC Papa and inquires about it from the MC and Chai-Ho. The MC asks Chai-Ho to keep helping him and tells her that she's the only person whom he can trust, making her all emotional. The manager then gives the MC some tickets to an amusement park. Emilia had also gotten a few tickets from her colleague. It is decided that the MC, Emilia and Alas Ramus, will go to the park, much to Emilia's annoyance. Ashiya argues with the MC that it's not a good idea for them to take Alas Ramus outside like this. Belle suggests that Ashiya should keep an eye on them as they have extra tickets. The next day, Ashiya, Chai-Ho and Emilia's colleague end up going to the amusement park in order to keep an eye on the MC, Emilia and Alas Ramus. Episode 3. Alas Ramus is having the time of her life in the park. As it's extremely hot, Emilia and the MC get a cute little hat for her. Meanwhile, Ashiya, Chai-Ho's and Emilia's colleague are following them everywhere. The MC decides to show Alas Ramus a show that she really wanted to see. After having food, they head to the cinema. While watching the show, Alas Ramus gets gloomy and a purple moon appears on her forehead. The MC and Emilia take her out. The MC goes to get something to drink for her. Meanwhile, a lady with long white hair appears in front of Emilia. She shows Alas Ramus her ring, and she suddenly starts feeling better. Emilia gets defensive. The lady warns Emilia of the enemies that are coming for them. She then disappears. After that, the MC, Emilia and Alas Ramus ride a Ferris wheel. Emilia explains everything to the MC in the Ferris wheel, and they get into an argument. The MC told Emilia a story about his past when his whole clan was wiped out by a demon. He was the only one who was still alive. That's when he saw an angel who saved him. She gave the MC a crystal, and he planted the seed when he grew up. It led to the conclusion that the MC is Alas Ramus's father in a way. As they're done, they get a call from Belle and Urashihara. It is revealed that Gabriel had arrived at their residence. He tells the MC to hand over Alas Ramus to him. Alas Ramus refuses to go to him. Gabriel attacks the MC, but he's still not ready to give Alas Ramus to him. As he's about to attack again, Chai-Ho defends the MC and makes Gabriel and his men leave. Episode 4. The MC and Emilia decide to stay in one room with Alas Ramus, as Gabriel was going to visit again in the morning. Meanwhile, Ashiya, Urashihara and Belle are staying at her apartment. Alas Ramus pulls both the MC and Emilia close to her as they're about to sleep. The next morning, Emilia finds Gabriel in their room. Emilia threatens to attack him. The MC holds Alas Ramus close to him. He requests Gabriel to not take Alas Ramus with him. Gabriel attacks the Mac and alas Ramus defends him and attacks Gabriel. Emilia follows both of them outside. She tries to attack him, but he breaks her sword. Belle takes the MC towards Gabriel, but Gabriel pushes him away into the air. However, just before he hits the ground, alas Ramus saves him and then disappears. Emilia transforms and starts attacking Gabriel. But Gabriel disappears and Emilia gets weakened. Later, it is revealed that alas Ramus was the one who helped Emilia transform earlier, and she ended up being a part of her sword and armor. The MC is sitting all depressed because of alas Ramus. However, Emilia explains everything to him, and the MC sheds tears of joy. Episode 5. The MC's manager holds a meeting and informs everybody that their workplace is getting closed temporarily because it's getting remodeled. The MC heads home with Chaiho. He sees Emilia and Belle taking out their stuff from their home and asks them if they're moving out. Belle reveals to the MC that the landlady told them to vacate the building as it needs some maintenance. The landlady had given a box to them, and upon opening it, Emilia finds a videotape inside. Chaiho takes the MC and Emilia to her place to watch the videotape. As Chaiho plays the videotape, the landlady appears and tells them about the repairs that need to be done. Meanwhile, she suggests they work for her niece at the Chashi beach. That way, they would be able to earn money as well as have a place to stay for free. The MC talks to the lady and gets all the details. He tells Ashiya and Urashihara about everything. The MC tells about his job, and she hopes that he will come back after the place opens again. Chaiho arrives there to get a few things from her locker. The entire group is ready to board the train to Chashi. As they arrive, they meet Amain, the niece of the landlady. Amain takes them to the place they were going to stay. After that, she takes them to the shack where they're supposed to work. It's extremely dirty and the beach opens tomorrow. The group is able to clean the shack before night. At night, they have fun and play with fireworks. Alas Ramus gets scared by the lighthouse foghorn and starts crying. Amain realizes that something sinister is coming. Episode 6. At night, thick fog covers the entire beach. Ashiya asks the MC if he sees someone outside. He is able to see a person standing in the fog. As they go out to investigate, they find a cyclops outside. They also find a beast demonoid. Soon, a massive gust of wind takes both of them away. After that, Cameo appears in front of them. They're successfully able to take him inside. Cameo tells the MC that Entisla is in chaos again before transforming into a little bird and sleeping. Amain wakes up the MC and others to see the sunrise on the beach. The group is having trouble managing all the orders from the people who are visiting the beach. Just then, Emilia, Chaiho and Belle show up in order to help the rest of the group. After work, the MC introduces Cameo to Emilia, Chaiho and alas Ramus. As the MC is asking Cameo about the reason behind his coming to the earth, he's interrupted by Amain, who tells him to clean up. After she leaves, Cameo reveals that Amain was the one who had the strength of the demon god, and she was the one who swallowed his soldiers. Episode 7. In the evening, the MC gets a message from Emilia, who tells him to bring Cameo to her at the lighthouse. The MC, Ashiya and Urashihara take Cameo to the lighthouse, and Emilia arrives there as well. Cameo explains everything to the MC about what actually happened in Entisla. He also reveals that a bunch of hardliners will arrive at the beach by midnight. Suddenly, a portal appears and a bunch of hardliners are shown inside it. Emilia is ready to fight them. The MC tells Ashiya to bring Cameo's sword. However, Amain appears there with his sword. She gives the sword to the MC. As Emilia is fighting the hardliners, their leader, Siriato appears and recognizes Emilia. Emilia transforms and starts fighting Siriato. Just then, the MC, Ashiya and Urashihara appear there to help her. Siriato recognizes all of them and apologizes to them. The MC then sends the entire army of the hardliners to where they belong through a portal. The next morning, Amain tells the group that they can't work there anymore, as the MC's building is done repairing. Amain reveals herself to be the daughter of Earth Spinna, and tells them to find the dot of their world, and restore it to its true form, before disappearing along with her shack. She did leave some money for everyone in the group. Episode 8. As the group is back in their apartment, Chaiho arrives there and offers the MC if he would like to work in Nagano. It is revealed that Chaiho's grandmother was attacked by a wild bear, and now they're short on part-timers for her farm as they got scared and ran away. As they arrive at the residence, Chaiho's uncle and his family greet them. Chaiho's grandmother appears there as well, revealing to everybody that the bear didn't hurt her at all, just knocked her on her butt. Chaiho's cousin takes the group to the fields where they're supposed to work. The group is exhausted by the evening. Chaiho informs the group that they're invited by her cousin to a hot spring. As the group arrives at the hot spring, they come across Las Ramus, Emilia and Belle. Later, Emilia asks Chaiho's mother if she could hire her and Belle as well. She agrees. Emilia wakes the MC up early in the morning. After breakfast, Chaiho's cousin divides everyone into groups in order to work inside the greenhouses. After work, the MC, Ashiya, Emilia and Chaiho take Hitachi, Choho's cousin's son, to see his mother because he was crying. Las Ramus tags along as well. As they arrive, Chaiho's cousin's wife tells them to crouch down slowly as a bear has been watching them. As they're about to leave, Hitachi starts crying, making the bear furious. Episode 9. The MC tells Ashiya to take Chaiho, her cousin's wife, Hitachi and Las Ramus away while they deal with the bear. The bear rushes in to attack Emilia, but she overpowers him. Everyone started staring at her because they were shocked. It is revealed that a lot of reporters showed up in front of their house in order to know what actually happened. Chaiho's cousin shows his gratitude towards Emilia because she protected his wife and son. After work, the MC and Ashiya return back home with Chaiho's uncle. As they reach home, they come across Anta, the president of the neighborhood association. He informs everyone that somebody has been stealing fruits and vegetables from the fields lately. The MC discusses the situation with his group and comes to the conclusion that tonight must be the night the robbers would make their move. It is revealed that Chaiho's grandma had been listening to their conversation, but she assures them that she won't tell anyone. After a lot of discussions, the group comes to the conclusion that the thieves are after the solar panels and not fruits or vegetables. The MC and Belle are hiding in the watermelon fields when a car suddenly stops near them. A man gets out of the car and steals a single watermelon. The MC thinks that the watermelon was not the thing that they were after, and it was just a bonus. Emilia, Ahiya and Urashihara are guarding the solar panels when the same car stops near them. A bunch of guys get out of the car to steal the solar panel away, but Ashiya is able to stop them. He takes down one of the guys while the others leave him behind and run away in their car. However, they're stopped by Belle. Emilia also appears there and scares the rest of the guys. One of them runs away, but the MC stops him. The group hands the thieves to the police. Episode 10. The MC is arguing with Ashiya that they need a TV for themselves. Ashiya doesn't agree with him. At night, Reik, Emilia's colleague, calls her and asks what kind of clothes Ashiya likes. Emilia gets suspicious and asks Rika if something is going on between her and Ashiya. Rika denies it and reveals that Ashiya had invited her to go shopping with him. The next day, the MC, Ashiya and Belle leave for shopping. Emilia is acting strange at work because she's pissed at Rika. While the group is out, Gabriel visits Urashihara. He had some questions about Satan that he wanted to ask Urashihara. He wanted to ask him about Satan's treasures. Urashihara wrote some information about it on a paper and handed it over to Gabriel. As Chaiho gets home from school, she turns on the TV and wonders if the MC had bought his TV. The screen of the TV shines bright and Chaiho faints. Episode 11. Rika meets Ashiya and realizes he's not alone. Ashiya tells Rika that he needs her help buying a TV. The group decided to have food first before moving on. As they're eating, they see a foreigner causing a commotion in the restaurant. The MC is able to calm him down. Emilia follows the Yazad trail and arrives at the hospital, where she meets Chaiho's mom and learns that Chaiho is in a coma. Meanwhile, the MC buys the TV and realizes that Rika has a crush on Ashiya. Nayu talks to Belle about it, and she warns him that it could be dangerous due to their secrets. However, the MC suggests telling Rika the truth and letting her make her own decision. All the TVs in the store suddenly explode, and Emilia calls the group to reveal that Chaiho is in a comatose state due to magic poisoning caused by a celestial sonar. Belle figures out that the sonar has turned Chaiho's life force into magical energy. Another sonar goes off, and Urashihara reveals it to be caused by Rigel the Watcher, an angel who has been using TV broadcasts to send out the sonar. They realize Chaiho was affected due to a previous sonar pulse. Emilia deduces that the angel's main goal is to track down Layla, and the MC decides to find and defeat Rigel as revenge for Chaiho's injury. Meanwhile, Layla, disguised as a nurse, visits Chaiho and puts a ring on her finger, claiming she can become the mother of the next off. Episode 12. The group deduces that Rigel is sending out the sonar pulses through one of 2 TV satellites. They split up, with Emilia checking out one while the MC and the She investigate the other, and Belle and Urashihara providing backup. That night, Emilia finds Gabriel waiting on her tower, and they have a quick confrontation. Emilia asks what the angels want with her mother, and Gabriel explains that because Emilia is the child of an angel and a human, it disrupts the natural order of heaven, which they cannot allow. He also reveals that her father, Nor Justina, is actually alive and on Earth, which shocks Emilia. Chiho wakes up from her coma, empowered by the ring given to her by Layla, and is guided toward the towers by the woman. While Belle fights off the heavenly regiment, Chiho uses her powers to create an aurora of magic that envelops the area. The MC and the She discover that Rigel is the American tourist they met earlier and are ready to fight him. Gabriel shows up and tells the MC what he revealed to Emilia, holding them off while Rigel tries to escape. Emilia regains her drive thanks to Alas Ramus, and joins the fight against the angels. Chiho appears and manages to knock Rigel out, and uses her remaining magic to restore the magical balance of the world. The MC returns to the apartment as everyone watches TV, contemplating his future. The next day, the MC visits Chiho in the hospital, and learns that she has inherited some of Layla's memories of the MC as a child. Layla possesses Chiho's body to speak to the MC, telling him her intention to restore Entisla, heaven, and the demon realm to how it should be, and entrusting him and Emilia to find the Doth on Earth.